30. Background. I never can be tied to raw new things, for I first saw the light in an old town, where from my window huddled roofs sloped down to a quaint harbor rich with visionings, streets with carved doorways, where the sunset beams flooded old fanlights, and small window panes and Georgian steeples topped with gilded vanes. These were the sights that shaped my childhood dreams, such treasures left from times of cautious leaven cannot but loose the hold of flimsier wraiths that flit with shifting ways and muddled faiths. Across the changeless walls of earth and heaven they cut the moment's thongs and leave me free to stand alone before eternity. 31. The Dweller. It had been old when Babylon was new. None knows how long it slept beneath that mound, where in the end our questing shovels found its granite blocks and brought it back to view. There were vast pavements and foundation walls, and crumbling slabs and statues, carved to shew fantastic beings of some long ago, past anything the world of man recalls. And then we saw those stone steps leading down through a choked gate of graven dolomite to some black haven of eternal night, where elder signs and primal secrets frown. We cleared a path, but raced in mad retreat, when from below we heard those clumping feet. And doesn't this make you think of real origins civilization, not Mesopotamia? Sort of, to the north, the Göbekli Tepe culture. But it starts other than that too. "32. Alienation. His solid flesh had never been away, for each dawn found him in his usual place, but every night his spirit loved to race through gulfs and worlds remote from common day, had seen yet retained his mind, and come back safely from the Guruk zone, when one still night across curved space was thrown that beckoning piping from the voids behind. He waked that morning as an older man, and nothing since has looked the same to him. Objects around float nebulous and dim, false phantom trifles of some vaster plan. His folk and friends are now an alien throng, to which he struggles vainly to belong. 33. Harbor whistles. Over old roofs and past decaying spires, the harbor whistles chant all through the night, throats from strange ports and beaches far and wide, and the fabulous oceans ranged in motley choirs, each to the other alien and unknown, yet all by some obscurely focused force from brooding gulfs beyond the zodiac's course, fused into one mysterious cosmic drone. Through shadowy dreams they send a marching line of still more shadowy shapes and hints and views, echoes from outer voids, and subtle clues, each which they themselves cannot define. And always in that chorus, faintly blent, we catch some notes no earth ship ever sent. 34. Recapture. The way led down a dark, half-wooded heath, where moss-gray boulders humped above the mold and curious drops, disquieting and cold, sprayed up from unseen streams and gulfs beneath. There was no wind, nor any trace of sound in puzzling shrub or alien-featured tree, nor any view before, till suddenly, straight in my path I saw a monstrous mound. Half to the sky those steep sides loomed, upspread, rank grassed, and cluttered by a crumbling flight of lava stairs that scaled the fear-topped height in steps too vast for any known human tread. I shrieked, and knew what primal star and year had sucked me back from man's dream transient sphere. 35. Evening Star. I saw it from that hidden, silent place, where the old wood half shuts the meadow in. It shone through all the sunset's glories thin, at first, but with the slowly brightening face. Night came, and that lone beacon, amber-hued, beat on my sight, as never it did of old. The evening star, but grown 1,000-fold, more haunting in this hush and solitude. It traced strange pictures on the quivering air, half-memories that had always filled my eyes, vast towers and gardens, curious seas and skies, of some dim life I could never tell where, but now I knew that through the cosmic dome those rays were calling from my far-lost home. 36. Continuity. There is in certain ancient things a trace of some dim essence, more than form or weight, a tenuous author, indeterminate, yet linked with all the laws of time and space, a faint, veiled sight of continuities that outward eyes can never quite descry, of locked dimensions harboring years gone by, and out of reach except for hidden keys. It moves me most when slanting sunbeams glow, on old farm buildings set against a hill, and paint with life the shapes which linger still, from centuries less a dream than this, we know. In that strange light I feel I am not far from the fixed mass whose sides the ages are. And behind it all, the further we remove awareness of things, the more we find that there's something to be aware of. Don't try to blank your mind. Try to witness the different light, the different sound, and be ready for the other things that are around.